Hi, and welcome back to my car vlog, you guys. I feel like I haven't done a vlog in forever, and that's because I was out of town last week. I left last Wednesday, and I got home last night about 9:30-ish, almost 10 o'clock. But I had an amazing time, even with the rain that we received. I still had an amazing time. And y'all, let me tell you something. The heat in Myrtle Beach, good God Almighty. Right now, it is 91 degrees. But the same 91 degrees in Myrtle Beach, oh my goodness, it felt so much hotter. But anywho, I made it back. Like I said, we had a great time. And I don't know about you guys, but I look forward to my family reunions because it's always a blessing to be able to get together with your family, especially if you don't get to see them every day. It's truly a blessing. And not to mention the fact that my grandmother, my dad's mom, is 97 years old, you guys. 97. She turned 97 back in May. I think I told you guys my sister, my dad, and I, we drove out to see her for her birthday. And we had a really great time. Went out to eat. And, it was just a blessing. Like I said, people are here today and gone tomorrow. So I always say, if you can, spend time with your loved ones now. And I'm going to tell you something really quick, and I'm going to move on. It bothers me when families that do have family reunions, people decide, I'm just not going to go, because it's not important to them. But they're the same people that will show up when a family member passes away. And it's like, okay, why couldn't you come see them when they were still alive? But I'm going to let that go because that really pisses me off. But anywho, like I said, we had a great time. We were in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We stayed at the Ocean Creek Resort. Very nice resort. I have a playlist that I created, and I'll link it around here somewhere that you all can see some of the videos that I've done of the property, talking about the property. Excuse me, because if you're interested in booking a stay there, please, y'all, excuse me, please let me know. I ended up getting a very good deal only because I am a travel agent, but I got a really good deal, and the people there took they took such great care of us. Let me just say that. From the food services down to booking the rooms, giving me a great deal, and where they have a 3-night minimum stay. The young lady I spoke with, she knocked it down to 2 nights. I mean, she gave me a discount for those that wanted to get tickets to go and have breakfast, pay for their breakfast in advance over at the restaurant, because I think the restaurant only did a breakfast buffet every day. And so folks that wanted to do that, she gave me a discount on that deal. Just absolutely wonderful. I really would say that they went out of their way to make sure we had a good time. So watch those videos. Let me know if you're interested in going. Now, to get into today's topic, today's car conversation topic is stop letting people use you. Let me say it again for those in the back that didn't hear me. Stop letting people use you. It burns me up when I see people who knowingly allow folks to use them. That's one thing if you don't know. And you might not know right off the bat, but after a while, you've got to figure out that you're being used. And so I need you to stop allowing people to use you. When you have people in your inner circle, that's why I keep my inner circle very small. I got to figure out why that case keeps moving back there. But I keep my inner circle very small just for that reason, because I don't have time for people that want to latch on and use you for everything that you have. I just don't have time for it. And so and you might say, well, Michelle, how do I know if I'm being used? Well, let's have a conversation. So you're being used if you have people that hang around you only when you have something to give. When you have money, those people come around. And I've seen this happen to folks before, and it bothers me, but I figure, hey, if they like it, I love it. But if you are one of these people that you have folks that only come around you, let's say you get a check maybe just the first of the month, and these people come around you on the first of the month because you have money, and when that money runs out, so do they're using you, okay? If you have people that are always saying, hey, Michelle, you know what, can you, let's go out to eat, Y'all go out to eat, but you're the one that's always paying. They're using you. You have some people that will use you just because of the connections that you have. They'll say, well, you know what, I think I'm going to go hang out with Mary because Mary knows Joe, and Joe knows Clyde, who can help me get my record out there, who can help me get my book published or get my book out there for everybody to see. Or it could be that somebody says, well, hey, you know what, I know Michelle has a YouTube channel. She does very well. She has quite a few followers. You know, she's done quite a few videos. Let me sit and talk with her and pick her brain. That's what people call it. Let me pick your brain for a minute. Now, a lot of times those people are using you. Let's just be all the way real with it. They're using you. They under the guise of, let me pick your brain a minute. Now, you do have some people that will say, can I pick your brain? But they don't do it all the time, so I don't consider them as users. But when you have somebody that's all the time picking your brain, honey, you need to be careful about that, because it sounds to me like they're just using you. Okay? So I just, like I said, I want you guys to really, really focus in on that. Figure out who in your inner circle is there. Whoa, don't want to get on the beltway here. That because they really want to be around you, they enjoy your company, or they just, you know, they enjoy the energy that you give off or something, versus those that are just around you because they want to use you. And I promise you, you will know it. And if you say, well, Michelle, well, how will I know that? Let me say this. I want to encourage you to pray. You should pray about everything. I know some people might think, well, why do I need to pray about that? But honey, you need to pray about everything. I pray about everything. It doesn't matter how menial it may seem to some people. I pray about everything, but I always ask God, and I say, Lord, please show me the individuals that are around me, in my inner circle, or around me, or just, you know, people that I know. Show me the ones that are just around me because they want to know what I know, and those that truly want to be around me. I pray all the time. And I tell you something else. If you get in the habit of praying, I promise you, God will show you who's around you because they truly want to be, versus those that are around you because they of what they can get from you. And it's sad, but you do have a lot of people out there, they're only around you because of what they can get from you or get out of you. So you've got to know who those people are, because I'm telling you, it's a rough situation to be in. Now, there are some individuals who have people around them and they know they're being used, but, you know, they're not going to do anything about it. You know why? Because they just don't want to be alone. Honey, can I just tell you, I would much rather be alone, twiddling my thumbs, counting the threads on my sheets, anything besides being around people that are using me. And it's sad. It is really, really sad. But there are some people like that. They say, well, yeah, I know they're using me, but I don't like to be alone, so I'll just deal with it. No. That's not the right attitude to have. I would rather see you by yourself than for you to allow people to be around you that are just using you. For what? Because what are you getting out of it? That's what I don't understand. What are you getting out of it other than companionship? I guess we can say, hey, you have somebody to hang out with, but really? Come on now. You can't be that desperate, that pressed, that hard up to have people in your space that you're just going to allow people to be around you and you know that they're using you. No, indeed. Cut it out. You deserve better than that. You deserve to be by yourself before you will allow other people to use you. And I mean that. Because I'm going to tell you now, you come in my space thinking you're going to use me, oh, it's going down. It is going down. And I may physically and verbally throat punch you because I'm not having it. I don't use people and I don't want anybody using me. I can actually, even as I said that, I can think back to several times in my life where, you know, I met a guy and he was really nice, but I just wasn't interested in him the way he was interested in me. And so, you know, they're like, hey, come on, let's go out to eat. I'll treat you out to eat, or I'll treat you to a movie or whatever. And I'll go just, you know, because I'm a nice person. And they were nice individuals. I just was not interested in building a relationship with them. And so I went But I said, no, you know what? I'll pay for my own food because, again, I don't believe in using people. Damn, man, what you gonna run me over? I don't believe in using people, so my thing is, no, I'll pay my own way. Let's go Dutch. Just because, again, I don't believe in using people. Now, I know folks that would say, girl, you crazy. If he want to spend his money, let him spend it. That's just not me. That is just not me. It never has been, and it never will be. I just don't believe in doing that. If I'm not interested in you, I'll pay for my own food. You pay for your own, and it's all good. We can still go out and laugh and have a good time. Nothing wrong with that, but I just don't want you spending your money on me because I'm not interested in that way. That's it, that's all. So again, if you have someone around you, oh dear God, can we give it a little gasp? She's up there trying to put on lip gloss. If you have people around you and they want to spend their money on you, go all out for you and this, that, and the other, if you know you're not interested, y'all don't use people. Please don't do that, because that stuff can backfire and bite you in the tail. And I promise you, it's not going to be something that you're going to like either. So don't let people use you. And as I end up get ready to wrap this up, I remember this guy I worked with when I was working at Staples part-time, and he came to me because I was at the service desk that day. And he came to me and he had this American Express card. I said, what is this? And I thought maybe he found it. And he said, this is my American Express card. I want to give it to you. I said, give it to me for what? He said, because I want you to use it to buy, whatever it is that you want to buy with it. I want to give you this card. And I said, I'm good. I'm good. And he said, no, but I just wanted, and I mean, he just wanted to do stuff for me. But I had to tell him, I said, Nate, look, you're a nice guy. You really, really are. But I'm just not interested. And I mean, I just wasn't. First and foremost, I didn't find him attractive in that way. Like I said, he was a nice guy, but I just was not attracted to him in that way. And like I said, he was a sweet guy. I just wasn't attracted to him. And he spoke English. He didn't speak English that well. I'm not sure what country he was from. He was from, I don't know where he was from. Let me not even try to make that up. But he was from some part of Africa. He didn't speak English that well, but I just wasn't interested. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be very, very honest with you. My first thought was he's probably trying to get a green card, because I knew that he had come here on a student visa, and that he hadn't been in school in quite a long time at that point. So I knew he had come here initially on a student visa. And in my mind, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, okay, he's just trying to get a green card to stay here permanently. Not on my dime, you won't. Not on my dime. But, for people that do that, that's great. But I couldn't do it. And one of my other coworkers, she said, girl, you crazy. I'd take that card. I'd spend. I said, yeah, but that's not me. That is just not me. I don't believe in doing that to people, because I wouldn't want them to do it to me. First of all, I'm not going to offer you an American Express card. But he offered to buy me a house. He said, whatever you want, I will get it. Do you want a house? Do you want a car? At that time, I said, no, I have a car. And I had the car that I had always wanted, and that was my IROX. I said, no, I'm good. I don't need a car. I'm good. I don't need a house either. But he just really wanted to spend money on me, and I felt bad. So I said, well, Lord, I prayed for him, and I asked God to send him on somebody that would truly love him for who he is and all that he has to offer, because he was a sweet person. It wasn't for me. So anyway, let's just wrap this all up. Take you home, just to understand the importance of not using people. Not using people, most importantly, not allowing people to use you. And it's sad. Like I said, it's very, very sad when I see it. And I know that you're being used, but you're like, well, he's fine, she's cute, and you put up with it. Honey, you should want to be by yourself before you would allow anybody to ever use you. I'm just saying. You deserve more out of life, and you don't deserve to be used. So stop putting up with it, all right? Come on, you guys. We can do better. We can do better. And call people on it. When folks are just using you, call them on it. I don't have any problems with doing that. Honey, I will do it in a minute. If you can't do it, let me know. I'll do it for you. But I have no problems with calling people on their stuff, because what you will not do is use me. I'm not having it. Period, point blank. That's all I have, you guys. make sure you check out the playlist for my Darden family reunion. And also later on today, I will, because I didn't have time to get my videos done, y'all. So later on today, I will be putting up my catch up with me video. And I'll be talking, excuse me, y'all. I'll be talking a little bit more about my family reunion and the fun that we had and our plans for next year and the following year, because we did talk about doing a destination reunion every other year, just because my grandmother, like I said, she's 97 years old. God is good, still in her right mind, reasonable good health. She doesn't get around much because of her knee. Unfortunately, she waited too long to look into getting a knee replacement. So because of that knee of hers, she doesn't get around too much. I mean, she'll get around, but not walking around like that, not too far. But I'm just so blessed to still have her here with us. Love, love, love her. And so because of that, we decided we will do our away reunions every other year, just because it can be kind of taxing on her, and I understand that. So next year we will be back in Lansing, Michigan. But the following year, I'm going to actually be putting up a poll at the end of the week. I'll be putting up a poll of some locations that people threw out while we were at having our business meeting this year, on Saturday to be exact. And I will put those out. People will vote on them, and we will take the location that receives the most votes. Right now, I have Tennessee, Williamsburg, Virginia. If you know me, you know I love Williamsburg. Ocean City, and I think I'm going to do an honorable mention, a cruise. Okay, honorable mention, a cruise. So, well, I'm praying on that one. I'm going to tell you why. Because doing a cruise, inevitably, some people are not going to be able to go. Because if you have a big family, cruises can be quite expensive. Because everybody pays on a cruise. Everybody pays, okay? You get first and second person, they're going to pay the same rate. Third and fourth person, they will pay a cheaper rate, of course. But everybody pays. Let me close this. No, can y'all still see me? I hope you can still see me. Everybody pays when you are on a cruise. And so that's why I'm going to throw that out there as honorable mention. But I'm just going to put a note. I'm going to do honorable mention, a cruise, but in parentheses, I'm just going to say, understand that if you select this option, it is, I might not even put it, you know what, I'm not even going to do that. Yep, I'm not. So anyway, that's all I have, you guys. Thank you so very much to my new subscribers. I love it when I get that little notification saying that I have a new subscriber. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And I look forward to doing more site visits. I do have quite a few that I need to call and set up arrangements for, because I don't want to just show up on somebody's property and just start doing what I do. I do want to touch bases with someone and talk to folks and, you know, that kind of thing. But I will be working on those for the fall. I know as of right now, I'll be in Williamsburg the end of November. For sure. I'll be in Williamsburg again the end of November for sure. I'm actually thinking about going for Thanksgiving Day, so be looking out for that vlog. But between then and now, between now and then, I have got to come up with at least, I'm trying to do two on-site visits that I can show you guys. Anyway, that's all I have, you guys. Let me grab my dad up so I can get on back home, because I'm not off today. Until next time, take care.